Good evening. On behalf of the board, staff, volunteers, welcome to Support Connections Benefit. Due to the COVID pandemic, the spring benefit was moved to the summer and is coming to you virtually. My name is Melissa Higgins, Support Connection Development Coordinator, and I am delighted to host this evening's event. Tonight, you will be introduced to our honorees, incredible people who have helped Support Connection fulfill its mission through their generosity of time, talent, and treasure. You will also get to meet some people who share why Support Connection means so much to them. Before the evening ends, we will be announcing the winners of our grand prize raffle. Equally important, during the evening, you will have a chance to donate to help raise funds for our peer counseling program. To our guests this evening, if you haven't done so already, make sure to view our digital journal. It will remain on the benefit site once the evening is over, so you can take your time to enjoy reading the many honoree tributes, inspirational messages, and view the ads of the businesses who support our work. Our silent auction can be found at this private link and will continue until September 4th, 2020. So you have plenty of time to bid on the great prizes. We also want to recognize Bill Powers of Powers PR Video for creating the video for our event, and our friends at Corporate AV and MacTech who worked with us to bring this evening to you. Sit back, enjoy the evening, and thank you for helping us make a difference in the lives of people with breast and ovarian cancer. It is now with great pleasure that I introduce the Golden Apple Chorus, one of our honorees who will entertain you with a special song that they wrote for Support Connection.
Here's to Support Connection. It's their anniversary. Nancy and Rich met up one day to start a whole fun. Wanted to help so many people in Yorktown and beyond. 25 years ago this year, just call them on the phone. Director Kathy Quinn is there. Kathy Quinn is there. And peer counselors who care. Working together side by side, give them a call, it's free. Finding support and comfort that you need. 25 years of finding hope, someone to help you through. Support Connection's always there for you. Support Connection is there for you.
Thank you to the Golden Apple Chorus. What a great performance. At this time, I would like to introduce Catherine Quinn, Support Connection's Executive Director, who will say a few words and present our Spirit Awards.
Good evening, I'm Catherine Quinn, Executive Director of Support Connection. Thank you for joining us tonight. Special thanks to Melissa Higgins, our Development Coordinator, who planned this event. Within a few minutes, I will introduce you to incredible people who have helped Support Connection fulfill our mission. I will never forget March 16th. It was the day that the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic came crashing into Support Connection. Along with my board, I made the decision to postpone or cancel all spring fundraising events, including our spring benefit. With that decision, we knew that over $85,000 of needed revenue went out the window. Our upscale resale shop, Fantastic Finds, had to close as well. We all agreed that the global pandemic was not going to stop us from providing needed breast and ovarian cancer support services. The dream of co-founders Nancy Heller and the late Richard Adamski had to continue. As has been proven over the last 4 months, people need us more than ever as they navigated cancer in the world of COVID. My counseling staff went through Herculean efforts to transform support groups to teleconference support, educational programs to webinars, and to offer new programs using technology. The rest of my staff worked tirelessly to keep us alive and thriving. I am proud to say that we did not shut down for 1 minute. We've taken hundreds of calls and have served every person who reached out to us. For nearly 25 years, Support Connection has been an anchor in a stormy sea. It is because of generous donors like you that we can help so many. Now, I would like you to meet some extraordinary people who have helped us get to where we are today. Soon after Support Connections opened its doors, I received a call from Maria Rubino Jennings. Maria told me that she was a breast cancer survivor. While she was undergoing surgeries and treatment, it was support that she received that helped her get through it. She wanted to do the same for others. Maria began as a volunteer and a few years later joined me as the first peer counselor on our staff. Maria was passionate about offering support and guidance to women and their families dealing with breast and ovarian cancer. It was her dedication and caring that helped people find hope during a very difficult time in their lives. Maria worked with me in creating our one-on-one peer counseling program, then known as TLC, Talking, Listening, Caring. This program became the cornerstone of our individualized, personalized support services. Our individual one-on-one support continues to be one of our most popular services. Maria worked passionately, having helped hundreds of people until she died in 2008. Her spirit still lives on in our work. Like Maria, the members of the Somers Women's Club have given wholeheartedly of themselves, helping Support Connection to be there for women and their families who rely on us. These amazing women attend many of our events and donate to us. One of their great gifts is making comfort baskets for our clients. We wish they could be present to see the smiles on the faces of the recipients. Congratulations, Somers Women's Club, on receiving the Maria Rubino Jennings Spirit of Caring Award. You help keep Maria's spirit alive because of your dedicated, caring service to Support Connection and the people we serve.
Our first contact was through a member that was dealing with her own breast cancer diagnosis. This was in 1999. She went there for support, information, encouragement. She was so impressed with the organization and asked our club if we would be interested in having a representative come to our monthly meeting to talk to us. Catherine Quinn came and she informed us about their support groups for both patients and their families, the wellness programs, and their monthly meetings. We started supporting their organization by organizing a club team to participate in their annual walk in FDR Park in Yorktown, and by taking an ad in their yearly program. We've done this for over 20 years. As more of our members develop closer association with breast and ovarian cancer, either in their own bodies or through friends and relatives, we felt we would like to do something more. We wanted to make a more personal connection with individuals dealing with their new diagnosis, letting them know they were not alone. We decided to make our baskets and fill them with love and caring, besides the many different objects we placed in them. We all feel that we get more from this project than we give. The camaraderie we feel for each other when doing it makes us all feel good, like we're helping a little bit. It is a helpless feeling watching someone weaken emotionally and physically. Any little contribution we can do to make this easier for women gives us a feeling of great satisfaction.
There are people in your life that you meet and an instant bond is formed. That is what happened when I met Diane Bushell in a New Moms group nearly 35 years ago. It didn't surprise me when Diane offered to volunteer for Support Connection soon after we were established in 1996. No matter what she does for us, whether it is telling people about our support services, representing us at community outreach activities, raising money for the Supporter Walk, or helping sell raffles at fundraising events, Diane does it with her heart and soul. Nearly 20 years ago, Diane introduced Support Connection to the Golden Apple Chorus. It is a chapter of Sweet Adelines International, an all-female a cappella chorus. They sing 4-part harmony under the leadership of their musical director, Dr. Anastasio Stash Rossi. These amazing women gathered together in celebration of the art form known as barbershop music. They are a staple at our Supporter Walk. Last year, the chorus surprised us with a song paying tribute to our work. What a special moment that was. Congratulations, Diane and the Golden Apple Chorus on your well-deserved Spirit of Community honor. Thank you for sharing your talent with us. You bring joy to all blessed to know and listen to you.
Being involved with Support Connection is so important to me and the chorus because all of us know someone who has been affected with breast or ovarian cancer. The compassion and knowledge the peer counselors have and the services they offer give so much to those who are facing the unknown when diagnosed. Several of our own chorus members have had breast cancer, and they have turned to Support Connection for help. The Golden Apple Chorus also enjoys singing at the walk. It makes us feel so connected with the community.
You gotta make the morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones.
Support Connection is truly an amazing organization, and we are honored to be associated with them. Thank you, Support Connection, for this honor.
There is an expression, it is better to give than to receive. This is how Nancy Stingone lives her life. She's always finding ways to help others. Nancy and I go back to 1996, the year Support Connection was established. She worked at Lakeland High School and we met through the PTA. Nancy took an immediate interest in our work, getting teachers, students, and other faculty involved in our supportive walk. She did an amazing job as she was able to motivate hundreds of people to support us. Today, Nancy continues to promote our work and encourages people to utilize our support services, whether it be personally through the Yorktown Chamber where she is the executive director or through her business, Unique Design Creations. Nancy is always one of our greatest cheerleaders. Nancy uses her talent to create beautiful personalized baskets for all occasions. Each one is a very special touch, making the recipient feel special. In addition, Nancy donates baskets to Support Connection, helping us raise money at our fundraising events. As a beneficiary of her Donate While You Shop program, Nancy gives us a percentage of her sales as a donation, yet another way she supports us. The way Nancy lives her life is a gift that keeps on giving. She certainly makes a difference in so many lives. It is very fitting that Support Connection honors Nancy with our Spirit of Giving Award.
My involvement with Support Connection goes back many years. It began in 1996 when I worked at Lakeland High School and met Kathy Quinn through the school's PTA. From the start, I was a donor of their mission. My commitment to Support Connection has grown and continued ever since. I also have a personal connection to Support Connection. My sister, Louise Ayers, passed away in 2015 of ovarian cancer. My involvement with Support Connection helped me and my family to support my sister, who was the strongest woman I know and fought the good fight till the end. Through my connection, I'm able to share this organization's emotional support and services with friends and family so they do not have to feel alone. I am so honored to receive this year's 2020 Spirit Award. I encourage and inspire others to give to Support Connection. I love that I am able to contribute, support, and share my love, comfort through Support Connection. It's about giving of your heart.
When Julie Haney was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in November 2012, a good friend recommended she reach out to Support Connection. When Julie called, she didn't know what to expect. All she knew was she felt alone and helpless. Once she spoke with Robin, one of Support Connection's peer counselor, that feeling changed. Robin, a cancer survivor, knew the fears and anxieties that Julie was experiencing. Julie knew she was not alone. From feeling as if she was in a dark tunnel with no light, Julie suddenly felt it was light being shed on her. For years, Julie spoke with Robin as well as other peer counselors, Andrea and Marlene. In Julie's words, they helped her find the strength and courage to put one foot in front of the other, one day at a time with hope. Julie exuded hope. Wherever she went, she shed light all around her. Her concern and encouragement for others was evident in all she did. Julie made her mission to brighten up the days of a person dealing with cancer. She found great joy in donating care bags that she carefully put together for people going through cancer treatment. Thoughtful and creative, they brought comfort to many. One of her favorite events was Support Connection Spring Benefit. Julie and her devoted husband, Dick, would purchase a table every year. The benefit was an extra special occasion when we honored Julie with our Spirit of Hope Award in 2018. Sadly, Julie died in January 2019. While we miss her very much, she will always be a part of Support Connection. For anyone blessed to know her, we know that she taught us that hope is about finding your light and surrounding yourself with people who love and support you. Support Connection is pleased to establish the annual Julie Haney Spirit of Hope Award in loving memory of and tribute to Julie. I met Barbara Lichtenberger in Support Connection's early days. Barbara was friends with Myra Adamski, the reason why Support Connection was founded. Barbara was there from the beginning, supporting our efforts. One day, soon after we opened our doors, I received a call from Barbara. She had been diagnosed with breast cancer and needed to speak with someone. I connected her with a counselor who gave her the support she needed. Life took us on different paths for a while, and then we reconnected when Barbara's cancer returned in 2017. Once again, she turned to our counselors who gave her invaluable support. Always knowing that her commitment to our mission was passionate and that she truly believed in the benefit of our services, I offered her position on our staff in 2018. Since that time, Barbara has been the first person someone speaks with when they call for information or support. Her soothing and calming manner reassures the caller that they made the right decision in picking up that phone. Like Julie Haney, Barbara enables people to be hopeful even though they are dealing with a very difficult challenge. Barbara acknowledges that while cancer is not an easy journey, it does not define you. Her uplifting spirit gives people the strength to move forward, always knowing that hope cannot be taken away. Congratulations, Barbara, on being one of the recipients of the Julie Haney Spirit of Hope Award. You are a bright light in so many lives. Thank you for giving all of yourself, helping Support Connection make a difference to so many.
When I was first diagnosed with breast cancer 25 years ago, I didn't know anyone who had breast cancer. I knew about Support Connection because Myra Adamski had taken my aerobic dance class for many years. After the shock of being diagnosed, one of the first calls I made was to Support Connection. I needed to talk to someone who really would understand what I was about to go through and what I was going through. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't had Support Connection peer counselors to help me. In 2017, I was shocked again to find out that the cancer had returned. Once again, I reached out to Support Connection and the peer counselors. They are three of the most amazing women I have ever known. There is no husband, no mother, father, sister, or friend who can understand what it's like to hear those words, you have breast cancer. Only someone who has actually gone through this can truly understand what it's like and what emotions you might feel. Robin, Marlene, and Andrea give people hope because they are not only survivors, but they are the hope that women need during this tough time. Now I've become part of the Support Connection staff. I not only call them my colleagues, but I call them my friends. I'm proud to be honored this way, and I thank Kathy and the staff for choosing me as one of the honorees this year.
Soon after Deborah Wolf was diagnosed with uterine cervical cancer, she reached out to Support Connection. That was 14 years ago, and she's been one of our greatest advocates ever since. In addition to taking advantage of counseling services, Deborah has been attending our wellness programs since 2007. She's made it her mission to spread the word about the many programs Support Connection has to offer. She goes above and beyond to help out. Deborah is volunteering in our office, distributing materials about our programs, and attends our fundraising events. Deborah is one of our enthusiastic walk team captains, raising thousands of dollars. Like Julie, Deborah's warmth and positive attitude gives people the assurance that they will always have someone by their side at Support Connection. Congratulations, Deborah, on being a recipient of the Julie Haney Spirit of Hope Award.
When I first entered Support Connection, I was treated as if I was the most important person in the world. I learned very quickly that I was not alone and that there were others who had walked in my shoes and willing to support me and give me hope for the future. That was 14 years ago. Simply put, I've always felt the need to share the hope that Support Connection gave me and try to do so at every opportunity.
Good evening, my name is Dave Paganelli, Yorktown Highway Superintendent and a proud member of Support Connection's Board of Directors. For more than 20 years, I've witnessed firsthand the difference Support Connection has made in people's lives. You've just met our amazing honorees who have helped Support Connection do so much for so many. Each year, hundreds of people from all over the country turn to our peer counselors, all cancer survivors themselves. Please join me in thanking and saluting our amazing peer counselors, Andrea, Robin, and Marlene, as well as Barbara Savoni, Director of Services and Communications. In a moment, you will meet some of the people that they have helped and hear firsthand what a difference Support Connection has made in their lives. As you have heard, all of our services are free of charge, and the only way we can keep them free is through your generosity. Tonight, we invite you to participate in our Spirit of Giving campaign to raise money for our peer counseling program. I've already pledged my support and would be so grateful if you join me and do the same. Our donations will ensure that the Support Connection will always be there, offering services free of charge for the many people who need us. All donations, no matter what the amount, are greatly appreciated. Joining me in this campaign is easy. It is easy to text and pledge by following the simple instructions on your screen. Donate directly on our website at www.supportconnection.org or mail a check to Support Connection, 40 Triangle Center, Suite 100, Yorktown Heights, New York 10598. Thank you so much for your support. And now, let me introduce you to people whose lives were changed for the better because of Support Connection's peer counseling services.
Cancer's hard. Cancer's really hard. And it's hard when you're young, and it's hard when you're old. When I got breast cancer this time, I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to a group. But I called because people were telling me that I needed to talk to somebody besides them because they had never had cancer. Marlene answered the phone. She never tried to take me any place I didn't want to go. She met me where I was, which was in a very dark place. I didn't have to convince her that it was really scary. She already knew that. The compassion was a given, and the information and the connection was the lifeline. And she's amazing. She's just an amazing woman. I don't know what she looks like. I've never met her.
What would you say to Marlene if you could meet her?
There are people in your life, in my life, at points of turning, whom I will never forget. And I will never forget Marlene. I will never forget her. My heart loves her heart.
I first saw the pamphlet for Support Connection at my surgeon's office, and I squirreled it away and hid it because I was too afraid to do anything about it and was in complete denial. So when the foot strap broke on my sandal, I lost my mind and I started sobbing, and my first thought was, which doctor do I take these to? Is it going to be the surgeon or the oncologist? I realized I needed help, and I remembered the pamphlet that I had, and I went right inside and sat on my floor and called Andrea. And the second she said hello, I knew I had found the place I needed to be. Over the last 8 years, I have emailed Andrea back and forth. She has been such a lifeline to me from the very first phone call. If I hadn't found Support Connection, I would probably still be sobbing on my living room floor because I had a broken shoe.
My wife, Kathy, gathered a lot of strength from Support Connection because, as she said, the members of Support Connection had walked the walk. They knew what to expect, and in a way, because they were survivors, and they gave her strength. Kathy was a fighter herself. Support Connection was there to help her along the way in her journey. It was not easy for her. It was not easy for us. Support Connection gave her a tremendous amount of strength It built on the strength that Kathy had naturally, and we were blessed for it. Myself and my girls were part of Support Connections family from the beginning. As soon as Kathy came here, we were part of this family. The girls enjoyed the walks. They volunteered at some of the events along the way. We donate to Support Connection because of what this organization, what Support Connection gave to Kathy and to my family. We don't forget the love and the support that was given to us during our worst moments. So I'll continue to donate as long as I'm alive. This place was a blessing for Kathy.
Robin has been there for me. Robin has become like family to us. The first conversation that I had with her, she started telling me how there were so many new advances with metastatic breast cancer and that things were going to be okay. At some point, I would be able to feel better. I would be able to start to reclaim my life again and build a new life that had this piece of breast cancer in it. That was just going to be part of my life now. Being an advocate, that has been sort of my de facto mission since I was diagnosed with breast cancer, to be as outspoken as possible about what life looks like with breast cancer. But more importantly, that life doesn't end with your diagnosis. It starts new. It's a new life. May 9th will be the 6-month anniversary of my breast cancer diagnosis. That was the day that my life shifted in ways that I wouldn't have chosen, but in ways that I'm going to own.
My mom is by far the most hopeful human being that I know. When I found out my mom was diagnosed, I was devastated and I didn't really know how to show it. I have a ton of really close friends and they did try their best to help me out, but in the end they just didn't know how to be there for me. When I was able to come here and talk to Miss Andrea, who had kids, you know, around my age who had to see their mom go through the same thing. It was just an honor to be able to talk to her and see that she understood what I was going through, and that she, you know, provided aid for me and comfort that, you know, everything was going to be all right, even though I thought it wasn't going to be. Miss Andrea was just one of the brightest lights that I've ever met in my life, and she was able to really change it from that point on. Support Connection provided me with the hope that I couldn't provide myself. And when people go through struggles these days, hope is a rarity and it runs out quickly. But here it seems like there's just an infinite amount of hope, and they're willing to supply to anyone who comes and seeks their help.
Support Connections peer counseling program is a lifeline for women and their family and friends who are dealing with breast or ovarian cancer. As you saw in the video, all of our counselors, cancer survivors themselves, make a huge difference through their empathetic, caring support and guidance that they deliver, encouraging people to find hope during a difficult time. Even though the pandemic has curtailed in-person counseling sessions, our hotline services are more important than ever. By donating tonight, you are helping us ensure that every person who turns to us will be able to rely on our free, confidential breast and ovarian cancer support services.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains.
Thank you to our generous grand prize raffle donors and to everyone that purchased raffle tickets. Here are tonight's winners. All winners will be notified on Monday, August 31st. Thank you for joining us tonight for our first ever virtual benefit. Please join Support Connection for our walk on Sunday, October 4th, 2020. Information is available on our website, www.supportconnection.org. Thanks for watching.